Welcome to the Power Platform Updates training series. In this short video, we're going to take a look at the exciting new Messenger feature. When you log into your Power Platform, you land by default on My Projects. In this case, this is a test site with a test project in it. When you click on the projects, you'll notice that instead of having the Notes section up here, or the Notes feature in here, that's actually been stripped out and replaced by Assets and Messenger. Assets are where you would upload anything related to your project in terms of images or files. Things like a clean copy of a utility bill if you need to, or a driving license to match for a loan agreement and things like that. So any assets you upload as normal in the assets. But instead of writing a note here, that's now been replaced with this Messenger feature. So the Messenger feature is really cool. When you're writing a general note, so for example, if you want to communicate with your mentor, or you're a mentor that wants to communicate with your mentee, or you just have general information about the projects, you can write a note in here and you can tag a person in doing so. So we're going to pretend for the moment that I'm a project coordinator and you're going to send me a note. And once you have written your note, you can just go ahead and send that. And that will come through to me, and I'll be able to check my notes in the general field of notes that we have for communicating on a project. If, however, you need to get a response from somebody on a note that you're leaving, an example of that might be if you need to let somebody know that the contract documents have been uploaded, or you need to let somebody know any aspect of the project that's urgent. Perhaps there was an emergency where the site surveyors didn't show up and your homeowner would like to find out how to reschedule that. Anything that you need to have a response to, you type in here. So please reschedule site survey. Now you can actually assign this to somebody by clicking this box here. In the drop-down box, you pick the person that you want to assign to it. In this case, we're going to pretend again that I'm a project coordinator. So I'm going to be assigned to this. And when you send this, this is now going to send a notification to the person that you're trying to reach that they have a note to look at. So let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. When the person is logged in to their site, they'll come in and they'll see a little red circle with the number of notes that are flagged for them. So it's demanding their attention, or they're looking for a response, or somebody's looking for a response to this note. See the two notes in here. I can still check my general notes. This was the general communication note that we wrote. And this one has been flagged so that I notice it because it's really requiring my attention and a response. So I can see that they're asking for a site survey to be rescheduled. I've done the work on that, and I can put site survey is now November 11, or whatever the date will be. And then I can push that through to you. And that will also then trigger the note to you that there has been a response. Once this is a closed issue, so in this case, there's now something that's been booked. When you close the issue, that's now resolved. It's called a resolved issue. And then if you go back in, or I go back into my notes and you go back into yours, you'll see that these are now not colored or not lit up, and there was no alert for me to have a look at my notes. So very cool indeed. And if, for example, in this case with the site survey, for whatever reason it had to reschedule again, you can open that issue. If it's not a resolved issue, there was some conflict with the date, the homeowner's going away, whatever it is, you can then write a reply to the person in this note, and they will again, get that note back flagged to them as an urgent note. So anything that requires a response, please use the Assign To feature of the note system. For general notes, you can just go ahead and use the regular note feature. But a great addition that's going to help you communicate more freely and more easily and more readily, and get responses to issues that really need someone to respond to them. Thanks for taking